So yeah, I'm working on that corset still. The inside is much prettier right now than the outside. Hey guys, I have to kind of look at what you're doing there, so I may not actually be able to respond to stuff, but I'll wave when I look up and see you guys there while I'm waiting for stuff to dry. This is actually working much better. Look, I got my logo and everything. Ta-da! That all turned into like a lovely little craziness, so I'll pull that back apart. Totally did that wrong. Yay, just did that little line. Yeah, look at the cool little zipper I got. Okay, so right, I have to put a knot on that.
Took me away from this.
I actually have a viewer right now.
Hello.
I don't know if the sound is on. No one's told me that or not.
Oh. Can you hear me? You got a few people. Almost came in, ranted on about children, and you're streaming.
Do. Yep.
We're
Well.
streamer people now.
Yep. Oh, you can hear me. That's awesome. Oh, well, you haven't seen what's going to happen yet on this one. This is actually really damaged stuff. So we're going to put feathers all over it that I laser cutted like 2 years ago. I have them in like 4 colors, I think. Like a whole bag of them. I figured since this is just a fun project, I'd try live streaming it over here for funsies. I don't know. I might put Disenchanted back on in the background. What do you use to treat latex? Which type of treating? Like shining it up or... To make it last. Keep it out of the sunlight and lots of lube. I actually prefer this stuff right here. It's really annoying to get, and they've never answered my emails about bulk ordering. This is actually a water-based lubricant and conditioner. This is actually my favorite. And it comes with a cool little rubber dude on it, so, you know, it's obviously awesome. They do have a webpage. They have a phone number. Never managed to get a hold of them. But that's my favorite. You don't get the see yourself in the mirror reflection shine, but you get enough shine without leaving little snail trails and potentially ruining furniture and wallpaper and leather, and because it's water-based. It's a little safer. But again, super annoying to get my hands on. And there's our whole inner piece. Ta-da! Moving on. This is eventually going to have grommets poked into it, but my really nice grommet setter is back at my other shop, bolted to a table, because it's about 1.5 tons worth of pressure. And I'm not sure I have space in my current setup to even bring it home and use it. So, one thing at a time. We've been quarantining pretty heavy because where I have my studio out of, somebody is extremely immunocompromised, and I don't feel that funsies like latex and whatnot, since these are, you know, luxury goods, should be risking her health. Just doesn't seem fair. See, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is still a little curled instead of just being flat, which means it's still a little too wet to put down. The corset grade stuff is so thick, it barely ever curls. I am doing good, mulligans. Sorry, everything's sideways because I have to make life more difficult than it needs to be. And I don't know how to flip it around right now because I'm using somebody else's stuff. The Black Beauty I have found on JT Stockroom, Amazon, eBay, and they do actually have their own site. It is Elbow Grease Lubricants or FusionLubricants.com. It's actually from California, so it's actually kind of local-ish. It's my preferred one because it's water-based. Everything has good reasons. I have used that to bring back some very, very damaged and sunburnt latex before, though, so I have a very high opinion of it. What am I making? I am making a corset. This is half of it right here. It's got a pretty severe hip curve on here. And I'm gonna put it on my mannequin that I brought with me. And then I'm going to cover it in latex, in laser cut latex feathers. I am not used to live streaming still. You will have to bear with me as I stutter. And again, you guys are all sideways, as I'm sure I'm sideways for you, so this is super fun. Ooh, I actually finished something earlier today. Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Have a new doctor mask ready to go. Dremel the hell out of this one, and then I actually used a ceramic bit on it, so it's really smooth now. I can't wait to coat this and then pass it off to somebody else to do something awesome with. I should live stream what now? I should latex glove. Oh, well, the latex gloves, actually, if you want fingers, I recommend just getting the molded type off like eBay or any of the other shops out there, because fingers... Hi, sweetie, I'm live streaming. What? Yeah, no. So yeah, all the kids just wandered in. You guys, if you want to put your hands up here, you can put your hands in. No faces, okay? All right, yep, there you are. It's just about time for you guys to go to bed, though. Why? Go to bed, because you're tiny. So yes, molded gloves, much easier, way cheaper. The problem with those sometimes when you get all the way up on the bicep, they're molded, limited. So it's nice if you know how to modify them, though. But if you want to get fingerless gauntlets, which are awesome, you can actually just put normal latex or silicone gloves underneath them, and then you have the effect of, ooh, I've got full fingered gloves, when if they rip or you actually need something, you can just take the other gloves off and you've got fingers again, because fingers are helpful. All right, I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna use my trusty rolly. You notice I have two pairs of scissors. These are my latex scissors. These are my everything else scissors. Because latex scissors have to be stupid sharp. And then when something gets nicked, I have this awesome little scissor sharpener that I just through the holes right there, and it sharpens up my scissors for me, so it makes them last a little longer. I don't really like pre-making latex. I don't feel like it's a great idea. For reduction items like corsets, I think you can get away with it more often. But, okay, hang on, I gotta let the dog out. Pre-made latex. Pros and cons. It's great to be able to grab something already made for you. But if you're an actual weird size, like 98% of America and the rest of the world is, it's not gonna fit you. So that just doesn't work. What size? Mullins, can you message me later and I can give you a more in-depth answer for that. I have heard of Dolls Kills. They are notorious for art theft from smaller artists and ripping artists off. So, yeah. I prefer to go to other sites to get my PVC and punk gear because Dolls Kills does not have a great reputation. There have been multiple postings about this for other things, so I am not going to go into it because off the top of my head, I'm not going to remember it all, and I don't want to be misquoted. Oh, I know, yeah. It's like, oh my gosh, all this stuff in one place, and oh, ethical dilemma. But honestly, I've got a friend who actually straight up dealers with Demonis shoes, so I can get my shoes from the source when I have to like get myself some new gothy boots going. Oh, here, before I finish doing this one, let's see if you guys can see it. You can kind of see how you can't see the fabric underneath this section right here because it's not pressed. But if you look at this one, you can actually see the tread from the zipper. I'm trying to reflect the light just right. That's how you know you've got a good seal on your latex. Because you don't want bubbles in it. You want it to bond really well. Elbow grease. I miss old school Hot Topic. That's what I have to say about Hot Topic. I do love the happy, spritey things that are in there now, don't get me wrong, but I miss my stupidly large, wide-legged pants with kitty tails and bondage straps all over them, because that was definitely my jam back in the day. Sorry, I had to cut another trim strip. arm will not stay up. You guys know it's always 2 layers, right? I loved the old Hannibal Lecter stuff, or style stuff. I don't think they actually had specifically Hannibal Lecter. Of course, with that TV show now, I bet they do have a little bit of Hannibal actual Lecter in there. So this was totally not a planned live stream tonight, but my wife was in the other room streaming her new video game that she's making, and it inspired me to jump online and see if anybody wanted to watch me. Custom is always going to fit you better, Mullins. Always 100%. If you've had a chance to try on someone's pre-made stuff, so you know that those measurements are going to fit you, hey, have at. I got nothing against pre-made stuff. None at all. I just know for me, it never fits me properly, and it just gets really frustrating. The reason I actually started making latex was because we visited one of the polymorph stores in Canada, and absolutely nothing fit me. Like, nothing fit me at all. I couldn't get a good cut. I couldn't get anything on, and I wasn't a big girl or anything. I mean, let's face it, the average American is size 16-ish. So that was really, really sad. But the nice thing is I now can get latex from Kink Engineering, and they have the solid metallic colors from Polymorph, so I can make my own polymorph stuff. Might need to have to stop wiping glue on that side. Okay, I can make more videos, Mullins. You guys do know that I have a Patreon, right? Hi, Way. Yes, I do have a Patreon. I'm trying to get better at doing it. They only just now added mobile to it, so I can actually update it from anywhere, which is good because I don't have my laptop on me. I only have my Chromebook. What's my favorite? My favorite latex color isn't made anymore. My absolute 100% favorite was a metallic blue from when Kink Engineering had their own factory connection over in Malaysia. It was my absolutist favorite blue, and nothing else has come close to it yet. So that's my favorite, and now I have to let the dog in again. I have some Polymorph metallic lava right now, which is really pretty. Before quarantine started, I noticed, Mullins, you do have a lot of questions, and that's okay. Like, questions are a good thing. Patreon usually works through PayPal. You find the artist, you look at the different levels of memberships they have, and you go, I pledge that much per month, and then they automatically set it up, and I get a good chunk of it. And then I have tier rewards that give you some of my laser files that get you a free gift every month, higher things where I will send you personal emails once a month that I tell you a funny story that happened while I was out conventioning or fashion showing or something like that. Something I wouldn't normally share with the general public. I also have a tier that gives you some of my favorite recipes. If you want to join my Patreon, check the link tree in my profile. I think I had it set up there. I don't know, I'm new to Linktree, and I only set it up like a day or two ago for CouchCon purposes. We just still got to figure out how CouchCon is going to work, because I've never done an online convention before, and I don't do that many live conventions, honestly. I do KinkyCon. KinkyCon. KinkyCon is the one that I always go to. What do you do with latex that doesn't fit anymore? That I very rarely get to make things for myself. This probably isn't even going to be for me. I'm probably going to finish this and put it up for somebody to buy, because, I mean, I'm stuck at home too, and you saw the tiny hands that popped up on screen for a little while, so yeah. When I go to shows, I try to bring an assortment of things as an example as what I can do. And if it happens to fit you, awesome. And if it doesn't, you say, hey, I like this design, make that for me, and then I make it in your size. Like, I actually have some of the things that I made before quarantine started that I can show you guys. So before quarantine started, we were getting ready to go do Haven. I made Le Devil Tail skirt. Awesome free-waisted size. Broken pelvis, classic, skater style skirt. Awesome. It's on both sides. There's only a border on one side though. The pentacle, of course, because, you know, you always got to have one of those. Poison apple. And the pain in the butt one that turned out awesome, because I absolutely love my laser. Now I got to hang those all back up in a minute. Generally, latex corsets can run you anywhere from $250 to $500, depending on what you want on it and how customized it is. Corsets are one of those things that is going to be part of your collection forever, because they are wonderful to put as shaping pieces under things. My favorite thing to design, leggings or suits? It kind of really depends. Zip-through crotches are probably the bane of my existence, because that U-curve right there is terrible to sink a zipper on. Add like package space on top of it, and ugh, yeah, ugh. But yeah. I've gotten a chance to design some really cool suits. I've done zebras and cheetahs and dragons and demon horses, and I have another one in the works now that I cannot talk about yet. Sorry. That'll be really, really cool, and I can't wait to see it. Now I'm almost out of glue on my little thing, so I gotta add some more here.
All right, bedtime?
Yes, it probably should be bedtime for monsters.
Still streaming?
Yeah, I got 4 people watching me.
Oh,
hi, people.
Hi, people. All right, time to come in.
Biggles! Hey, man, I see your name. I don't know if you're a man or not. I always say man or dude. It's gender neutral as far as I'm concerned, unless someone tells me otherwise that they are offended by that term. I should get you to make me... You should get me to make you some stuff. I actually have a backlog of stuff. I have to contact a couple of my customers to tell them I can actually start their orders now, because I didn't make anything for like 2 months. And it's not because I didn't want to, it was because I didn't have access to my shop for safety reasons for somebody else's health. And I am not bitter about that in any way, shape, or form. That is the reason why, and I volunteered for it. Oh, a Beetlejuice suit. The stripes would be really hard on that, and I would probably cheat and try to get a pre-poured stuff done. I might have to step away, guys. I hear crying in the background, so if I go dead, I might be back, I might not. Let's see. Gold cross. Mullins, depending on what you want, I can probably make it. I just don't have full-on access right now to my laser. All right. How much are bodysuits? Starter cat suits can usually start around $400. They can go up from there. I've had ones expensive as $2,500. It really depends what you're gonna do. Aw, thank you. No, I'm stuck. This is normal. Oh, I should probably point out the reason corsets end up so expensive is not actually for how long this takes. It's because steel boning takes forever. And stuff is heavy and expensive. That's not long enough. I need to go cut another trim strip. I will be right back, guys. Ta-da! Hey, Stephanie, how was your roading trip thing? I have known Stephanie since my last company got burned to the ground by somebody else. We don't like to talk about that, though. I know, it's so nice to create stuff again. I've actually been working on this most of the day because I was actually making a cat suit and I sat down to get the zipper prepped and none of the zipper heads that I have work with the only zipper I have that's long enough, so now I have to order a zipper. Goodbye, Crazy. It was great seeing you. Thank you for hanging out so long. I'll do this more and feel free to message me with any questions you have. Oh, the wrong brush? Oh, I really like these artist style brushes, the one with the little jelly grip. The fibers are synthetic, so once it dries, you can generally peel it right off and chuck out the bad bit. I have on average 6 different styles of brushes depending on what I'm doing. Really big wide strokes, big but needing angle, angled, and then smaller ones depending on what I need to do. Right now I'm using my really big one and then my smaller angled one. Ta-da! I'm probably gonna decorate it a bunch first, and then I'm gonna, well, with all the feathers, and then I will probably punch the holes in it and decide if I'm gonna put boning in it, because if I can get away without boning, I'll be done so much quicker. What seam allowance are you using? Always use seam allowance. Oh my gosh, seam allowance is so important. I try to use about 1/4 inch on both sides. I know a lot of people use 3/8 or less, and I feel that that's not enough grip for things. The corset as it is, if you notice that big giant line through the middle of it, that's actually a hard point so that it keeps your waist extra super small. Because if you're gonna wear a corset, why breathe? Oh no, don't use glue brushes, Steph, no. All right. That's because I made that corset really well, Steph. It should be going forever. I used my special little to look like a feather. This is all going to be covered with so many feathers because, yeah. Should lay some of that out and see how that's going to look. That counts, right? Yeah. I have to pick out some of the laser cut bits on here that didn't come out. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. The pillowcase is not my fault. That is Sharp Animal Clawsy's faults, maybe. I don't know. That blue cat suit. I don't remember the blue cat suit anymore. I think that was a really long time ago. Oh, the crotch area fail. Yeah, crotches see a lot of action. I don't think you can actually tell. I've got 3 colors of feathers here. There's actually metallic peacock, purple, and black. Just the metallic green looks, the peacock looks a lot like black when it's not shined up. Uh-oh, tiny feet have entered the room. Watch out, everybody. Yeah, this is why it's up so high. Are you done with your food? No, don't do that. You're going to whack your head on the table. It's not going to end well.
Help! I need to sit up there.
No, you don't. Seriously, get off the screen. Yeah. Hey, go finish your food or I'm going to take your food away from you. And then it will be my food.
They'll eat it from you.
Okay, well go finish it up because otherwise I'm going to put you to bed. Yeah. Yeah. You're covered in peanut butter. Shoot. Shoot. Get out of here, you. Go finish your food. Oh my god, homeschooling is so much fun. I see you! Go finish your snack. No, otherwise you're not going to get to finish it.
Okay.
Thank you. My goodness, I'm raising a small deviant. Hi, Blue Blue. Oh, that's extra. Alright, so yeah, I guess I'll probably have enough feathers to do this whole thing. What am I working on? Oh, I'm working on a corset that I'm going to cover in feathers that I cut out for that year in Montreal that I never ended up using. So I think I'm just going to create some crazy. And it's going to be pretty crazy because this corset is a disaster. Color-wise, the transparent did not hold up well to life. But how about I call it here, and I will log back in tomorrow around 8 o'clock or so, and you guys can watch me put a bunch of feathers on, because I'll set it up on the mannequin. All right, thanks for checking in. Make sure to check my Patreon and my Facebook, and at the end of the month, I'm going to have a bunch of stuff listed up at CouchCon. Thank you guys for tuning in. That was awesome. I hope you enjoyed watching. Goodbye. Love you all. Maybe next time we'll be right side up. What do you think? Maybe? Ha!
Bye.